So this is US oil analysis for Monday the 11th of June. Now let's just have a look at prices and where price may likely go. So previously we've had a price come towards this 200 period average, had a brief pullback down towards that 65.60, held the support for another test of a 200 period average. Again, we did find resistance around that 200 period average. So if we aren't able to break and hold, if we're not able to hold above the 65.60, we're looking for a move down towards our 64.75. Successful break from which we are then looking for prices to head down towards that 63.76, while being aware of the 64 level. So if we do break down from 64.75, we're looking for a move down towards the 63.76, and if there is sufficient volatility to the downside, 63.05 may come into focus. If, however, we do find support, if we continue to hold support in around 65.60, or we do find support around 64.75, and we do see a break of the 200 period moving average along with the $66 a barrel round number. So $66 barrel round number and a 200 period moving average, we are then looking for prices to head up towards that 66.71. Successful break from which we're looking for prices to head up towards a 67.12, 67.73 before looking for a move up towards that 68.19, where we do have the added confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing the likelihood of seeing sell side momentum return to the market. What we'll do now is have a brief look here at the monthly chart. Get scaling here correct. And just bear with me a second. There we are. So from the monthly chart perspective, we've had this move to the upside, brief pullback, strong move to the upside. We've posted this pin bar from in around slightly below the 73 level. And from the monthly time frame, we're seeing that pin bar, and we are seeing a bit of a sell side momentum follow through so far in the month of June. Now we're in around an area where we do have the confluence of the 200 period moving average from a monthly time frame perspective. 200 period moving average is currently sitting around at 66.05. So it is pretty close by. So we'll see whether we do have that momentum follow through here to the downside and see price head down towards the mid 50s from a monthly time frame perspective on US oil. What we'll do now is have a look at the weekly time frame. And over on the weekly time frame, you can see we, despite having this pullback, we still remain bullish. So we've had this bullish move, pullback, continuation, pullback, continuation, pullback. We've had a couple of weeks now of a strong sell side momentum, somewhat dissipating, as we can see with last week's candle. Even though it did close bearish, it was a bit of a doji, so there remains a possibility of seeing a retracement here to the upside before seeing the next leg of this sell side momentum move, or we might just see a reversal and a recovery here on US oil. Now more likely, I think we're more likely to see a bit of a retracement here for me. We're more likely to see a bit of a retracement before seeing that continuation to the downside on US oil. And what we'll do now is we'll have a brief look here at the daily chart. And as we can see here on this daily chart, so we've had this move to the upside, very sharp sell-off, brief pullback, sell-off, gone to its consolidation. So if we are to see this bullishness continue, we are looking for a continued move from this consolidation to the upside, possibly up towards that 68 or even that 69.50 before seeing that sell side momentum return to the market. There remains a possibility of seeing a head and shoulders pattern if we do turn around at 69.50 here on the daily chart on the US oil. But more recently, I suppose we haven't got a strong reversal signal as of yet, so we do seem to be consolidation. We may consolidate for a while before seeing that breakdown. Now, from a daily chart perspective, looking to see our price rect around that $62 barrel mark, after which looking for that $60 barrel mark, where we do have the added confluence of a 200 period moving average, thus increasing the likelihood of seeing bullish buy side momentum come back into the market if we are to see a retracement down towards that $60 barrel mark here on US oil. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US oil analysis. Thanks for watching.